to vanish once you stepped inside. Unlike other caves where the drip of water echoed endlessly, here, the air swallowed noise whole. A whisper went nowhere, footsteps disappeared in an instant, and even the sound of your own breathing seemed to dissolve. Children were told to never go near it, not out of superstition, but because too many unsettling things had been whispered about the place for generations. Elderly residents claimed the cave was older than the town itself, with stories passed down about strange gatherings deep within its chambers. They spoke of flickering lights seen late at night, of robed figures carrying lanterns into the darkness, and of chants that carried on the wind, before suddenly cutting off. Although no one ever admitted to witnessing the rituals directly, the tales persisted, and parents warned their children to stay away. Some even claimed their grandparents had called the cave a doorway, though none could explain to where. Miners in the 1940s had once tried to explore the cave, hoping to find valuable minerals. Their expedition ended abruptly after just 3 days. Official records stated unstable conditions drove them out, but privately, some workers spoke of strange markings carved into the stone, symbols they didn't recognize, yet felt uneasy around. One miner was said to have quit on the spot after hearing whispers that didn't come from his crew. He left town entirely, and never returned. His absence only fueled the cave's reputation as a place where reason and reality unraveled. Children growing up in the town dared each other to step near the cave, to throw rocks inside and watch how quickly the sound died away. None ever stayed long, because the deeper you looked, the more the darkness seemed alive, shifting in ways your eyes couldn't quite follow. Some kids swore they saw shapes moving in the shadows, crawling along the cave walls, but adults brushed it off as imagination. Yet even those adults avoided the cave unless absolutely necessary, always steering hunts, hikes, and logging routes well away from its entrance. Despite these warnings, the cave still drew the curious, the reckless, and the brave-hearted. Teenagers especially treated it as a test of courage, a place to prove you were fearless. Daniel, Michael, and Aaron had heard the stories all their lives, and though they often laughed at the superstitions, the cave still held a strange pull over them. To boys chasing adventure and mystery, it wasn't a place of fear, but a challenge, something that called to them with the promise of secrets waiting in the dark. And in the summer of 1992, they answered that call. Nearly a month after the boys had disappeared, when the search parties had dwindled, and hope had all but faded, a local hunter named Thomas Green stumbled upon something unusual in the dense forest beyond the cave. He had been following the trail of a deer when his boot caught on something buried beneath a pile of wet leaves. At first, he thought it was just a piece of trash left behind by careless campers, but when he pulled it free, his stomach tightened. It was a worn-out backpack, covered in dirt and mold, yet unmistakably belonging to one of the missing boys. Thomas carried the backpack straight to the authorities.